Dark Wrestling Stories. Number 1. Jake Roberts. Everyone loves a comeback story, but few would have believed that Jake the Snake Roberts could rise from the depths of his personal struggles. After overcoming immense trauma at home, Roberts became one of wrestling's most respected in-ring technicians. However, his career took a devastating turn as he fell into the grip of addiction. It wasn't until he partnered with Diamond Dallas Page and got clean that Roberts was able to return to the industry he once ruled. His journey of redemption was chronicled in The Resurrection of Jake the Snake, a documentary that laid bare his darkest demons for the world to witness. The Von Erich tragedy began in 1959 when Jack Jr., the firstborn of the Von Erich brothers, tragically died at just 6 years old from electrocution that caused him to drown in a puddle. The family's next hope was David Von Erich, a rising star who was gaining recognition through high-profile feuds, including with Ric Flair. Unfortunately, his life was cut short by a medical disorder, enteritis, leading to ruptured intestines, severe blood loss, and a fatal heart attack. Mike Von Erich faced an even more heartbreaking fate. After a routine shoulder surgery, he contracted toxic shock syndrome, which led to a 107 degrees fever. The condition caused rapid weight loss, ultimately forcing him to retire from wrestling. His inability to return to the ring plunged him into a deep depression, and tragically, he took his own life. Chris Von Erich, the youngest of the brothers, had always dreamed of wrestling like his older siblings. Though not as physically imposing or as successful, he was a kind and good-hearted man. However, his struggles with being overlooked in the industry, combined with the overwhelming grief from Mike's death, led him into a deep depression. Unfortunately, he too would eventually take his own life. Kerry Von Erich, perhaps the most successful of the brothers, seemed destined for greatness until a tragic motorcycle accident cost him his foot. This, combined with a crumbling marriage and the weight of his family's losses, led to his own tragic end by suicide. The patriarch, Fritz Von Erich, also faced a devastating fate. He died of brain cancer, marking the final chapter in the Von Erich family's tragic legacy. The Von Erich story remains one of the most heart-wrenching and sorrowful stories in professional wrestling history.